Hi, I'm Mary and I'm here to talk about buyer's behaviour and the differences in my behaviour dependent on the purchase. So my consumer buying, I recently bought 2 cans of deodorant unnecessarily. They were on offer, 2 for 1. It was an impulse, routine, problem solving purchase. Basic need, so it sits in the basic needs of Maslow's hierarchy theory. Price is a competitive tool that is used by marketers whose orientation is sales. They are producing to sell. In order to compete, the price must be low, which is what I'm looking for when buying quick necessity items. So if you look at Gosney and Richardson's 2010 decision-making process, I don't think that I can remember making any of that process. It was all subconscious. Problem recognition, step 1, and purchase decision, which is the lowest price, step 4. I recently bought a house 6 months ago, and that decision process was a long and drawn out one. So let's look at step 1. Step 1 is the problem recognition. So I was living with a friend, renting in Headingley in Leeds. I knew that my tenancy was coming to an end soon and my friend would be moving out with a boyfriend. I knew that I really wanted to buy a house, and I knew that I might have enough money for a deposit for a house, and that I didn't really want to go and live back home with my parents. I have to admit that there are influences within this situation that made me make the decision at this time. My family members, for example, my mother and father have always encouraged us that you save to buy a house. My brother, who's 2 years older than me, is already on the property ladder paying a mortgage. Step 2, searching for the information. So I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to purchase a house. But the extended problem solving that came with that was a long one. So where do I want to live? What size house do I want to live in? How much do I want to spend? Do I want a garden? Do I want parking? What's the tax band? Does the property need work on it? How much would the mortgage be? And not only was I finding the information out about the purchase, but I also had to learn how the process of purchasing a house went as well. Information evaluation. So once you've searched for your information, I want to evaluate that that decision is the right one. So one of my ways for evaluating this was getting my parents' perception. That's what really mattered to me. As I've mentioned before, Bush 2000 said that parents are the most influential factors. And that's true when it comes to me. I'm bothered about what they think. But not only am I thinking about that, but I'm also re-evaluating my decision in general. Could I have got a property for the same value of money that's a better property? Should I be getting the property that I am getting? Is it in the right location? There are many factors to consider. Step 4, purchase decision. So when it came down to actually making the purchase and the decision involved, I had to put an offer in. Buying a house isn't like purchasing simple goods like a can of deodorant. It's not where you pay the price that's advertised. You could put in an amount that's quite cheaply low and it could still be accepted for that property. And that's what I did. First time buying a house, it doesn't work out as easy as that. So my offer did get accepted, but a lot nearer to the asking price. Step 5, post-purchase decision. Completely re-evaluating. Going through the last 4 steps that I've made, making sure that this is the right property for me. I've still subscribed to emails from estate agents, so they're sending me properties similar to the fields that I purchased, so I can see the values that are coming in to make sure that this is definitely the best value. I am doubting myself at this point 100% because I know how high of involvement of risk this purchase has got. Step 6, feedback prior to my next decision. So because buying a property is a very long decision process, I still feel like I've not really got to the feedback stage of mine. So I've been moved into the property for 6 months, and I know that I'd be more confident when I go to buy another property. I suppose you could look and you could take into consideration the estate agents. So the estate agents that I used, fabulous. I'd recommend them to a friend, and I'd probably look at using them again if I were wanting to live in the same area. So that's it for my video on buyer's behaviour. I hope you enjoyed it and thank you for watching.